Okay.
So you got some participants today?
Yeah.
How many are allowed to be in the space?
10.
That's pretty few.
I know.
That's probably the right amount.
I know. Totally. Admit, perfect.
I just can't, I don't know, I prefer to be here than, I can't.
Yeah. I know.
My daughter's been, she's in Toronto now, she went back to Toronto, so she's been doing all the online and stuff.
Has she?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I'm going to see her next week.
Yeah. Is she in university there or she?
She's finishing up some courses, but yeah, she was at Mars and now she's doing it real estate.
Oh, nice.
But her dad has a house there, so she lives there. So, yeah.
There was supposed to be more in class.
Maybe go.
Nice.
Yeah, here's.
Okay, so let me just set this up. Hi, everybody. We're gonna start on our mat.
You're gonna put your steps sitting on that?
Yeah. Does that work? Yeah, there we go.
Hello.
How are you? So good. Happy New Year. You too. Thank you. Okay, so grab your ball. Have your weights handy, just have them down on either side. Yeah, I think so. I think I let it let people in.
Oh.
Is that good?
I've
I've never done that, but that's what I did. Okay. I'll just make sure someone. There we go. Elwin entered, admit. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So push your ball between your inner thighs. Feet about hip distance apart. And then just like that.
Should we be same way as you? Or-
Doesn't matter.
I'll figure it out.
Probably you're probably on a good angle. You can kind of just see. I think you're good where you are. Okay. Okay, so feet, maybe a little close to the hip distance apart so you can feel your inner thighs. And then just have your palms facing up by your side before your waist just yet. So let's just take a couple of nice breaths, relax into our neutral. So your eyes are looking straight up, your head is heavy, collarbones are wide, shoulder blades are nice and flat on the mat. Front of your ribs are drawing in towards one another like that corset, tailbone heavy, little bit of a squeeze with your inner thighs, and then feet nice and heavy, evenly weighted with the inside and outside of those feet. We're gonna start with hip rolls. So just think belly button pulling in towards your spine, press through your heels a little bit into your big toes as you lift those hips, reaching your knees out away from the top of your head. Take a breath at the top, squeeze those inner thighs gently, and then as you roll down, soften that spine one vertebra at a time all the way till your tailbone touches down. Hold when you're there, take a nice breath, and then do that against the belly button forward to spine. Exhale, pressing through your heels, lifting up. This time, let's reach our arms up to the ceiling. Now, as we lower down, remember you're pulling through your spine. You reach your arms overhead and think of your fingertips reaching away from your knees as you come all the way down. Take a breath, and then arms back up. Again, open. So belly button in. Exhale, press, lifting. Nice deep breath at the top. Reach those arms overhead as you roll all the way down. Taking length through that spine. Come to neutral. Arms up, shoulder blades heavy. Two more like that. Belly button to spine. Exhale, press with a little squeeze with those inner thighs. Nice breath at the top. Reach those arms and then articulate all the way down. Slow control. Neutral. Up. And again, belly button in. Pressing through those heels, through your big toes as well. Reach those arms, and then slowly let's articulate all the way down. Right to neutral, and then stay. So arms are going to stay reaching up to the ceiling. Let's hold right here. So thinking about your collarbones being wide, shoulder blades are nice and flat on the mat. We're just going to squeeze inner thighs. So squeeze nice and tight with your inner thighs. As you squeeze your inner thighs, notice are you squeezing your glutes? Are you clenching? Or are you able to really just feel those little inner thigh muscles? So just a little squeeze and a little release. As you squeeze your inner thighs, remember, no clenching, it's just really subtle. Your knees might not even come closer together. That's totally fine. It's really internal. And then slowly release back out. Again, just the uppermost inner thighs. Exhale, squeeze. And slow release. Last couple, exhale, little squeeze. Inhale, release, and then go one more. Exhale, feel that squeeze, and then stay. Now from here, we're gonna go arms back overhead. Reach those arms nice and high. When you reach your arms, your ribs wanna lift. Don't let your ribs lift. You're gonna press your arms back up. As you press your arms up to the ceiling, lift those hips. So in one piece now instead of rolling. And then you're gonna do that again. So you're gonna reach your arms back, your hips come down. Exhale, press through those heels and big toes. Squeeze those inner thighs a little bit. Reach those arms up. You're gonna go for 5 like this. Inhale down. Exhale. And 4. Inhale down. Exhale, press. Squeeze gently. Remember, the squeeze of your inner thigh does not mean your knees need to come together. It's really, really internal. Last 2. Exhale. One more like this. Inhale back. Exhale, let's press right on up. Holding at the top. Slowly, let's go all the way down. Nice and control. Right down until you're back in neutral. There you go. There you are. Let's see what's going on. Okay, arms down, nice. Let's keep that ball where it is. This time you're gonna grab your weights. Get this week's good. Materials down. Reach them up. Arms up, just 2 pounds is good. Don't get anything too crazy. Okay, so arm moves nice and heavy against the mat. Ribs nice and tight towards your spine, right? Or ribs are nice and tight around your center. Keep them heavy and tight. So from here, only moving arms to start. So you're gonna open your right arm nice and wide. Your left arm is reaching up to the ceiling. So keep your left shoulder blade flat. And then press back up. Now go left. So right shoulder blade is flat and heavy on the mat. As your left arm opens. And then exhale, press back up. Just alternating from side to side. Really think about the opposite side. So your left arm is about to move. Your right shoulder blade is going to stay flat on the right side of the body. Stays heavy as well. One more right like this. And then up. One more left like this. Exhale, press right up. Press through your heels. Lift those hips nice and high. Ready? So you're back in that hip lift. So you're squeezing the ball just a little bit. Remember, your knees should not come together very much when you're squeezing your inner thighs. Okay? If you feel that it's all kind of coming from your knees, move your ball higher up and you'll get more into those inner thighs. So we're gonna add arms to what we were doing before. So we're gonna drop our hips, almost touch the mat, open your right arm out to the side, even weight in your shoulder blades, and then press straight up. Now do the same thing, left arm opens, right arm is reaching, keep it right under your shoulders, and up. Do that again. Inhale down, exhale. Now, there's a lot of moving pieces here. Don't forget those upper inner thighs. Really squeeze them as you press. Inhale down. Inhale down. And one more here. Press right up. Stay at the top. Now from here, keep those inner thighs just gently squeezing, arms reach overhead. Now drop your hips again. So arms reach, hips drop, and then press everything back up. This time reach your arms down to your thighs. So reach them in a make a whole circle there. Inhale down. Exhale, reaching your arms up and then all the way up to your knees. Again, go for 5 like that. So nice, slow, controlled movement. Think about that pressure through your heels, reaching those knees, gently squeezing your inner thighs. Reach. 3 more like this. Reaching back. Remember when those arms go overhead, your ribs want to lift, but we're not letting them, right? Last couple. Last one, reach. Exhale, press all the way out towards those thighs. Reach your arms back to the ceiling and let's roll all the way down. And then lower your arms down by your sides. Okay, now ball underneath your toes. So your inner thighs can squeeze right together. neutral, so your tailbone is heavy, back of your rib cage is heavy as well. Turn those palms to face up, sort of relaxing that upper body. Now let your feet be a little bit light on the ball. So remember when you do that, you get light, that should be your core connecting. Let your feet be heavy, totally let them go, and then do that again. Let your feet be light, holding when your feet are that little bit light. Notice if you're arching your back, if you're holding tension through your neck or your shoulders, try to forget that and just focus on those low abs. So feet are heavy. As your feet get light, they belly button spine just slightly, not gripping up for dear life, but just slow up. And then slow, let them be heavy. 2 more like that. Exhale. Inhale as you lower. 1 more like this. Exhale, feet are a little light and steady. So you should still be able to breathe naturally. Your feet are light. You should feel those low abs are working, but you're not really like overdoing it. So now we're gonna add upper abs to this. So bring your hands behind your head, elbows hop off the mat, tuck your chin, curl up to flexion, and stay. So your ribs, your lowest couple of ribs come down towards your hip bones. Your shoulder blades are just barely lifting off the mat. You're working forward without those. There, head is heavy in your hands. You ready? Now slowly roll that ball away, just a couple of inches, don't go far. And then pull back in those same couple of inches. So as that ball moves away, your abs are working. As it pulls back in, your abs are still working. Your ribs are tight around your center. Your shoulder blades are still just barely lifting off the mat. One more. And if you start to feel your back, let your feet get a little bit heavy, that's okay. But look out to your knees, not the ceiling. Knees on the ceiling. Go 1 more. Looking up to the knees. You got it all the way back in. Holding when you're there, take a breath, and then slowly roll all the way down. Come back to neutral and stay. Okay, let's add on a little bit from there. So hands stay behind your head, tuck that chin, make sure your feet are heavy right now. We're gonna tuck our chin, we're gonna curl up, stay there. Remember, looking down towards the thighs, upper body is relaxed, your head is heavy in those hands. Now let your feet be a little bit light. It's gonna be different for everyone, doesn't matter. Your feet get a little bit light, your abs start to work, you feel your back really heavy, right? Got it. From here, we're gonna lift our right leg to tabletop. So hold your right knee on top of your right head. Keep your left foot as light as you can. If you start from your back leg, reach your right leg out. Nothing else in your body changes, and then pull it back in. So as that right leg reaches, you can lower your upper body if you want to. And then you bring your leg in and curl up. If this feels like too much, just stay down here and go through this. That's totally fine as well. But if you want the full feel you're bringing your leg in, you're curling forward a little bit, and then reaching back. 3 more like this. Abs deepen. Go for 2. Remember, everything is connected in your back. Everything is connected when you're up. Last couple. Inhale. Even weight on those hips, right? Last one. Lower your right. Let your feet be heavy, and then lower your body all the way. Take a breath. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So really make sure you're listening to your body. If you feel your back, it just doesn't feel good. If you feel your neck, make sure you lower your upper body down. Let your foot on the ball be heavy. That really changes it. And it's just much better if you're really connecting and not feeling like back or neck or anything. All right. So tuck your chin, curl up, holding when you're there. Nice even weight to both sides of your pelvis. Flop your left knee up. So your right foot is as light as you want to keep it. Totally up to you. We're going to keep our weight even on our hips and then reach our left. And then we're going to pull it back in. It doesn't matter how far you're going. You can just reach away a little bit. And remember, you can add that upper body if you want. You're going to go back. And if you're taking that option, you can also stay here and go through this one. All are great options. Reaching, exhale, curl up. Remember, if you're lowering your upper body like I'm here, this is not a break. This is work. That's actually the hardest point movement. And this is work as well. Still hard. But that should not feel like a break. Two more like that. Inhale out. Exhale in. One more. Lower your left knee. Left knee be heavy and lower your upper body all the way down. Pop that ball out to the side of those knees and come a little roll around. And then reach your legs straight out in front of you. So nice long legs, toes reaching away from the top of your head. Reach your arms right up to the ceiling. All right, so we're still neutral, little space behind our lumbar spine, ribs tight around our center. Our ribs are going to stay just like that as we reach our arms overhead. So when you're here, just take a second and really think about what's happening in your body. Is your back arching? Is your chin jutting up to the ceiling? Or are you able to keep everything nice and lined up? Try to do that. Arms reach, ribs stay tight around your center. Now as you bring your arms back up to the ceiling, tap your chin. Your toes are reaching the opposite direction. Toes reaching away and then moving all the way up. Reach out, brother. Grab your legs. If you want it, anyone wants it. Stack back up. Hold when you're there. If you want to grab a band, you can do that as well. Just it's a good kind of feel each little vertebrae. It's a good one to work towards. Reach those arms overhead. When you come up, tuck your chin. You can start to grab. Let's breathe all the way. Holding when you're out there, take a nice breath. Again, step up tall. Belt back. One more like this. Bring all the way down. Shoulders stay relaxed. And reach. And last one, tuck. Reaching out. And step up tall. Stay right up there. Those shoulders a little roll down. You're going to bend your legs. So feel the outside distance apart. Reach your arms out, shoulders away from your ears. So really think about the top of your head, reaching up your tailbone is pressing down. Everything in between is long, ribs are tighter around your center, and then scoop. So you're gonna roll back. Headlights on your hip bones will come to face the ceiling when you're back there. Doesn't need to be a huge movement. Yes, stay when you're there, keep your ribs tight around your center, and then slowly come back to me. So all the way up, using your abs, not just your hip flexors, to stack up tall. It doesn't matter how far back you go. Don't think that it's how you go back to it. Rolling back. Take a little breath. Good job, guys. And then slowly come all the way back. We're going to add. So scoot back a little bit. I'm not ready to scoot, right? That's just where I'm just getting my low up. So you don't want to be too far back. Now from here, you're going to lift your arms up. Nothing else changes in your body. And then arms come down. So the higher you go with your arms, the harder it is on your abs. You just go a little bit, you can stay connected. That is way better than going super high and losing your alignment. Up and down. Go 3 more. Exhale as you come up. Inhale down. Go for 2. And down. Go 1 more. Let's go up. Lower those arms. And then all the way back to seated nice and tall. Step out of face. Now add a little rotation to this. The rotate as far as it feels good doesn't need to be huge. Exhale, back again. Holding in a little bit of a scoop. So you're gonna open your right arm to this side and then start reaching that, reach away, that the right fingertips reach away from left. Take a nice deep breath. Bring your right arm back through center. Hold when you're there. And then go left. So left arm opens, your right arm stays reaching forward, reach way back. Even weight on those hips, nice. It's back through center. Stay. So right hand, exhale. Even weight on your hips, your pelvis barely moves. Reach. And then back through center. And back. Exhale. Very good. That. So we're going to go 1 more to the right. Exhale. Take a nice deep breath back there. Back through center. Keep those shoulders relaxed. 1 more left. all the way in, and sit all the way back. Good job, guys. Okay, now come on to your side. Have a squishy ball handy, have a weight handy as well. You can do a couple of options. Let's all be on our left side. Left side is connecting to left and right. Okay, so pop your ball between your ankles. Reach toes away from the top of your head. So really think about that long line. Left fingertips reach away from your toes. Just have your right hand down in front of you. Just a light touch on the ground with your right hand instead of popping all your weight into it. Stay light. All right, now let's lengthen our legs a little more. Reach those toes a little further from the top of our head, and then we're gonna lift them up. So squeeze that ball gently, lift your legs up, and then stay. So toes are reaching away from the top of your head constantly for this exercise. Keep them reaching. Now just slowly lower to a hover, and then squeeze back up. So don't worry about how far you're going, or about how slow you're going, or how fast you're going, or how many you're doing. Think stability. So think about your pelvis staying stacked, your left ribs staying that little bit lifted off the mat. So as much as this is a left inner thigh exercise, and a right outer thigh exercise, it is an ab exercise. Tons of core working here, right? Low abs, keeping your pelvis still, right obliques helping to lift those legs right up. 3 more like this. Little pause at the top each time. Go for 2. Notice if you're putting all your weight into your right hand, try not to. And last one, lift up and stay. So holding there. Now your right leg is a wall. Stay completely still. Squeeze your left inner thigh up and release. Squeeze it up and release. So that left inner thigh, the very top of that inner thigh squeezes up. Because your right leg is staying still, or if it is staying still, you should feel tons of right obliques. We feel those as well. Up. And go for 4. And down, go for 3, squeeze. And down, go for 2, squeeze. And down, go 1 more squeeze up, and then stay there. Now from here, lift 1 more inch. And then down an inch. Now feel that it's your left inner thigh lifting the ball and lifting the weight of your right leg. All left inner thigh. Squeeze. And down. Remember, squeeze up, hold, and down, no momentum. Go 4, hold, and down, go for 3. Little hold, and down, last 2. And down, last 1, little squeeze up, and then slowly lower all the way down. Grab your ball. Off to the side. Okay, now heels underneath your bum. Both legs can be bent, yeah. And then pop your right hand on your right hip, so keeping your hips nice and stacked. Pelvis is neutral, so remember you have that little line on your back, you have that little space behind your lower back. Keep everything the same as you come onto your side, and then let's lift our top knee up. So get to that highest point of that clamshell, and then slowly control back down. So it's work to lift for sure. It should be work to lower, right? Resist. Exhale up. Inhale, slow and controlled. Like you have a huge weight on the outside of that right thigh, and you don't want your leg to slam down. Control, control. Don't let it slam. Don't let it slam. Don't let it slam. Go for 4. Control. Go for 3. Control. 2 more. Down. Last 1. Exhale up to the top. Stay when you're there. And you're going to extend your leg from here. So keep your thigh exactly where it is. Just kick that right out. Bend it back in, and then lower that down. So it doesn't matter if you extend your leg fully. It doesn't matter how high your kick goes. You want to try to keep your right thigh bone still. So you're up. You're kicking, you're bending, and down. Go 5 more. Up, pelvis stays still, you're still neutral, ribs are tight around your center. So many things to think about. In, and down. Go for 3. Up, reach, in, and down. Last two, up, reach, in, and then ready, one more, let's go, up, reach, in, and down, lower, just take a breath. Okay, now kick your right leg straight out underneath you, really reach through your toes, your left leg can stay bent. And then reach your left arm underneath you as well. So left fingertips are reaching away from your right toes. Feeling that length in all the lines of your body, your waistline especially. So toes down to the front edge of your mat, lift, and then bring your toes down to the back edge of your mat. Do that again, so pelvis stays totally still as you do this. Doesn't matter really how big your mango is, just think stability through your floor. We're gonna go 5 more. Up and down, and up and down. Remember, resisting gravity's pull, so we're not gonna let the leg just drop at any point. Up, down, up, down. Down. Last 2. Down, last 1. And then straighten that leg right out underneath you. It's still at about hip height, and draw an upside down rainbow or a U shape up to the front edge of your mat, and then up to the back edge of your mat. So again, keeping your pelvis totally still. You'll have your core has to work to keep your pelvis. Land up as you move the front edge of that U and the back edge. 4 more. Exhale and back. 3 more. And back. 2 more. Back. Last 1. Up and back, and then that leg all the way in. So right foot in front of your left knee, put that left knee in tight. Open your right out to the side. So just take a few nice deep breaths. Feeling that your ribs are tight around your center. Even as you're stretching here, you're still neutral. Keep pressure on that right knee, opening it out as you pull your left in tighter. Relax. And then let's look, we're gonna do the same on the other side. So start with your squishy ball again between your ankles. So it's like right on out. Make sure when you flip right on your right side. Yes. Okay. So toes reaching away from the top of your head. You don't want to do the same side. Okay, so fingertips reaching from toes, right ribs are that little bit lifted, nice long waistline, head is heavy on your right arm there, just really relax through that neck. And then a light touch with your left hand on the mat. So really try to keep that touch light. All right, so let's just squeeze and lift up. You don't need to go high. And then just slow lower to up. So lifting, have a little pause, and then slowly lower to that. So remember, when you get to the highest point with your legs, your right rib should still be lifting off the mat. So we can all maybe get higher if we press our right ribs down. I just don't want you to do that. I want you to keep your waistlines even, really isolated. It's just those legs moving. Nothing else in your body changes. Your core is just stabilizing. We'll perform a little pause at the top. Remember, resisting gravity's pull. Go for 3. We'll go for 2. Little squeeze. Visualize moving your thighs. Don't worry really where your feet go. Think of your thighs lifting and your thighs lowering. We've got 1 more, thighs lift. Stay when you're there. So your top leg is going to stay still. It's your right inner thigh squeezing into the ball. Squeeze, pause, resist. Squeeze, pause, resist. So if you're really holding your left leg still, just like on the other side, you'll really feel those left obliques. Squeeze, pause, and this little side pause. Exhale, squeeze. Last two. You ready? Last one, squeeze it up, stay. From there, lift one more inch. Little pause, little inch down. Little inch up, little inch down. Now, as you get tired, it's really easy to press into places we don't want to. Just make sure you're not pressing into your neck or your arm. And stay relaxed. Even if it means you're not lifting your legs as high, that's fine. Go for 3, control, go for 2. Control, go one more, exhale, squeeze up, little pause, and then slowly go all the way down. Okay, ball to the side, heels underneath your sitting bones, just lying flat, still with that nice long neck, so you're looking straight in front of you. Hips stacked, shoulders stacked, left hand on your hip is good to just keep everything lined up, and then lift that left knee up. So get to that nice high point, keeping those hips totally still, resisting as you lower down. Remember what we were talking about on the other side. Imagine you have a really heavy weight on top of that left leg. You don't want to let that left leg slam down. So control, resist the whole way down. Up, and control, go 6 more like that. Exhale for 5, up, control, exhale 4, control 3, last 2, one more, exhale, get right up to that high point, stay when you're there. Okay, so now you're going to extend that leg, so keep your thigh where it is, bend it back in, and then lower down. So that's an isometric hold for that left outer glute. You're holding still, extending out, bending in, you're still steady and down. Go 6 more, up, in, and down. Hips are staying still, right? Up, reach, in, and down. 4 more, up, reach, still working as you lower that left, you don't let it slam. 3, reach, in, and down. Last 2, up, reach, in, and down. Last one, exhale, reach, in, and down. Woo. Kick that left out. Anyone else doing as much as I am? Reach over your left toes. So top of your head, well, let's actually reach our right arm as well. So right fingertips reaching away from your left toes. Keep those right ribs that little bit lifted. We're gonna do your rainbows. So toes down towards the front edge of the mat, and then down towards the back edge. So the wider the rainbow, the better. That's just challenging your core a little bit more. It doesn't need to be a really tall rainbow. But think about how your left femur is moving in that hip socket. It's moving up and back and up and back. And your pelvis stays completely still. Your weight doesn't shift in your right waistline, right? Everything is staying really stable as that leg moves. 2 more. Last one. And then reach straight out underneath. You take a breath. You ready? Opposite way. Up. And then up. Up, little pause, control, and up. Up, little pause, control, back. Go 5. And back. Go for 4. Up. And back. Go for 3. Up. And back. 2 more. No momentum. Last 1. And back. And then bend all the way in. And then let's give that left hand a stretch out. So left foot in front of your right knee, tuck behind that right knee again. You can do that from sitting or lying down there. Keep tucking that right knee and keep turning that left one out. Right. Okay, now grab your squishy ball, grab your weights as well, have everything in there. Do another little stretch here, so ball underneath your tailbone, not your lumbar, right? Back of your rib cage is heavy. Weights within arm's reach, you don't have to use, you can just see how it feels. Back of your rib cage is going to stay really nice and heavy. Really feel that ball is even, so you have good weight to both sides of your hips there. And then let's just start with our palms facing up and then lifting your heels. So you're just on your toes, light touch with your toes, really letting your weight drop onto that ball. Let's bring our right leg to tabletop. Back of your hip stays heavy, bring your left leg up as well. So hold right there, just take a nice couple of breaths, letting the back of your neck be heavy, letting those collarbones open a little wider, letting that tailbone be heavy, back of your rib cage is heavy, and then give your inner thighs a little bit of a squeeze together. So legs are gonna move as one piece to start. We're just gonna move our thighs 2 inches away from us, and then pull them back in the same 2 inches. So super teeny, your pelvis doesn't move, nothing in your spine changes. Those knees move away with your thighs, and then they pull back in. Imagining you have like a tray of drinks on your shins, so you're not tipping the drinks, right? Keep those legs parallel with the ground, or your shins parallel with the ground. 2 more like this. In last one, exhale out that little bit. Pull those thighs back in and stay. So knees on top of your hips, unless you feel your back, then you can bring your knees closer to your chest. Now from here, open your knees out to a diamond shape, and then back in. So as your knees and your thighs open out, feel those low abs deepening. Your transverse abdominis runs between those hip bones, just like a corset. Its fibers run horizontally. So when you open your thighs out like this, think of it mimicking what your transverse is doing. It's widening and then pulling back in. Exhale, widen. And we've got one more like this. Out. Go back in. Now stay. Hands on your weights if you want. You can lift those forearms up. Keeping that chin tucked into your chest that little bit. Reach one arm to the ceiling. Press that shoulder blade down to the mat and then lift your other arm up. Pressing that shoulder blade down as well. So pressing your shoulder blade down gives you a little bit more stability, so a little more body parts pressing down, right? And keep those pressing down. From here, open your legs out to that diamond again. Open your arms out wide as well. So everything is nice and open, and then press everything back up. Let's do it again. Exhale. And inhale in. So 4 more like this. Think about that transverse widening of your ribs, tightening up around your center. Over 3. We just want to open with your arms, right? You're not going to let that. 2. Last one. Exhale. Let's go nice and wide. Stay with your legs. Bring your arms back to the ceiling and hold. Now from here, kick your right leg up. So just extend it from where it is. Up to the side slightly, and then bend it back. Now go left, just extending out and slow pull back in. So before you move, exhale, or start your exhale. Make those ribs up around your center and back. And then do this thing of move your ball a little bit more towards your tailbone. Okay. Lower down. For one more, right? And in, one more left, exhale. Back in. Stay there. Bring those thighs back together. Ready? You're gonna reach arms overhead. Both arms are gonna reach. Ribs stay tight around your center. And then both arms press out. Doesn't matter how far you go. Inhale back. Exhale. Ribs tighten up. Now, if you want to add a little bit of length to this, don't straighten, or you don't need to straighten. You're not going to reach your thighs away. And then pull back in. Exhale. Inhale. Ready? You got 4 more. Reach in, straight through 1, doesn't matter. All the way in. 3, slow and controlled work as you go out. It's work as you go in. Last one, reach all the way wherever you get to. Pull right back in, holding there. Lower your right foot down. Lower your left. Lower those arms down there. Side. Press into your heels, lift your hips right up. Roll back down. Hug those knees into your chest. Come a little. Roll back. One thing. And then let's roll onto our tummy. Grab your squishy balls. Okay, so we're gonna do our extension with our ball today. So let's make sure our feet are as wide as the mat. At least. And then hands on top of the ball, just resting on there, and then your nose just covers off the mat. Okay, so before we start moving, think about what's happening with your ribs. Are your ribs lifting because your arms are up overhead, or are you able to keep your ribs tight around your center? Remember, they should stay pretty tight around your center. Think about your core just engaging just a little bit, just think of your belly button just slightly lifting away from the mat. And then from here, slide your shoulder blades down on your back. And then begin just gently pressing into the ball and pulling it towards you. As you do that, you're reaching the top of your head away from your toes. So you're not gonna pull in like way up here. You're just gonna stay so that your lowest ribs are still on the mat. And then slowly reach all the way back. So let that nose touch down to the mat. Shoulder blades can lift slightly on your back. Again, slide your shoulder blades down. Press gently into the ball as you pull in and lift up. So reaching the top of your head away from your toes. Slowly melt back down. So it's just really small. Again, shoulder blades slide down. Reaching the top of your head out. Think of your collarbones reaching forward. Right back down. Let your body be heavy. Let your nose rest. 2 more like this. Shoulder blades slide down. As you pull that ball in, reach your collarbones through your arms. Keep reaching them. Keep reaching them. Keep reaching them. Right down. Last one like this. Shoulder blades slide down, core connects. Reaching the top of your head away from those toes, collarbones reaching through those arms. And then nice and slow and controlled will come all the way down. And then press yourself back to a little shelf stretch. Right back. A nice little rest there. And then let's come up to a 4-point knee. So hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Find that neutral. So your ribs are still tight around your center, pressing away from the mat so that these underarm muscles are working not here. Even weight in your knees. We're going to send our right leg straight up behind us. So when you kick it out, your weight automatically wants to shift left. We're not going to let it. We're going to keep our left knee pressing into the mat as we lift that right leg up. So really reaching toes away from the top of your head. Now if you're feeling stable here, feeling like you're straight up and down on your left knee, let's extend our left arm in front. So left fingertips reach away from right toes. Just a gentle little tap, and then lift up. So thinking the length way more than height, the top of your head is reaching away from your toes. Up. And go 4 more like this, watching that right elbow is not blocking. 3, 2. Last one, let's lift up. Stay. Now you're gonna bring your left arm back, your right knee into your chest, just move around your back. So come right into that little calf stretch position. And then reach all the way up. So lengthening up. Let's do it again. Exhale. And inhale, reach. 4 more like this. Exhale, curling right on in, belly button right up to the ceiling. And go for 3. Reach. Last 2. Ready, 1 more like this. All the way in. Curling, find that length, reach out. Bring your left hand down, bring your right knee down. Sit yourself back, push out, start to yes. We got 1 more we're gonna do up here. Back up on the side. Left elbow is gonna bend, left fingertips can reach across. So most of your weight on this left elbow. Bend your left knee. You got it. Okay, and then take your, so just watch your head space. You're gonna wanna shift to the left because the weight is over there in your arm. Now kick your right leg back out. I said right leg over. Same side. Reach that right leg up. Turn this a little bit of an angle so you can kick that leg a little higher. When you reach your toes away from the top of your head, finding that extra bit of length for your spine. Really think about that length. Now your chin needs to pull into your chest just slightly. Like look down towards your left wrist, not straight down. So that next stays long. Got it? Now from here, just tap your toes down. Reach way out across the room to the back wall there, and then right back up. So inhale as you come down, and exhale as you lift up. You got it. Keeping your pelvis as still as you can to apply more. Now, each time you lift your right leg, press into your left knee and your left shin. You'll feel your left obliques and left outer glute through your shoulder. Down, and then stay for 62. 3 more. Last 2. Ready, 1 more like this. Let's right up, stay. Okay, last 8. We're gonna bend our right knee in towards our right elbow. And we're gonna kick it straight up. Squeeze it up nice and high. Do that again, 7 in. Without letting your weight shift to the left. In. And shift. You got it, in. Knee stays high. And out. Last 4. In. And reach. Last 3. In. And reach. Last 2. Last 1. In. Reach. All the way in. Sit yourself back. All right, now we're gonna do the same couple on the other side. So start with your hands under your shoulders. Neutral. All right, so make sure your knees are under your hips as well. Elbows are not gonna lock at any point. They're gonna stay straight without locking. Nice long neck, so you're looking straight down. Now kick your left knee straight out behind you. Before you lift it, press through your right knee to keep that right side nice and lined up. That helps with your right obliques when you press down. All right, so you're reaching close. Now you can extend that right arm out in front if you want. You're just gonna tap and lift. So each time you're lifting, think length way more than height. Reaching fingertips away from toes. Reach and in. Exhale, reach and in. And when you're lifting, you get to this point where your back wants to move. Your spine wants to move. Don't let it. Keep those ribs tight around your center. Tap. You ready? 1 more. Inhale down. And up. Stay there. Now you're going to finish that little round back for your left knee in, right arm back. In. And reach. So you're scooping, rounding that back as you pull it. Press into your right knee to stay nice and lined up as you kick out. Go for 5. In. And reach. 4 more. In. Watch that left elbow, don't let it lock. Last one. And reach. And the arm in, bring that leg in, sit yourself back. Okay, and then let's go so fast. Right elbow down. Even weight on your knees. Long waistline. Tail whipping to the ceiling without arching. Either of those. Take your left knee straight out. Lift it up. Remember, you can go a little higher from this angle. Your chin is tucked in, so you're looking towards your right wrist. Your weight isn't shifting to the right side, but keep that right inner thigh kind of squeezing toward your midline. Just tap those toes and lift. So when you're bringing your leg down, think about your tailbone lifting up to the ceiling. So leg comes down, but your tailbone is lifting, right? Your tailbone, your bum kind of wants to come down with your leg, don't let it. And constantly think of reaching those toes away from the top of your head. You got 4 more here. 3. As deepen as you lift. We go 2. Last 1. Lift up. Stay when you're there. Now bend that left knee, pull it in towards your left elbow, and then kick back out nice and high. You don't need to pull it in all the way. It doesn't matter how far in you go. Watch that your weight isn't shifting to the right. 4. Good job, guys. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Reach out and then bend that leg right in. Get yourself back again. Okay, and then you've got your weights. You're gonna finish standing, so come on up. Feet about a distance apart. Shoulders, nice and relaxed. So thinking about your pelvis still staying neutral, ribs still staying tight around your center. You've got those abs working. Let's keep them working for this whole side. It's gonna feel like you don't believe them, but you really need to. So we're gonna start just slow and controlled. Arms reach forward as you stand up. Arms come behind. So not letting your back arch. Okay, come down again. Go for 4 like this. So getting that bit of tricep at the back here, lifting those triceps up. 3, abs, and up. Go for 2. Last 1. And down, now come down in front. And those palms to face up. Basically, you're just bend in and reach. In and reach. Go for 5. Exhale, right up. And 4. Up. Abs pulling in slightly. Reach. In. Last 1. In. And reach. Now open and stay. Hold right there. Now come up 2 inches. And down. Exhale. Up 2. And down. Over 6. Press and glue those heels. Keep that 4. Nice and connect. And last 3. And that last 2. Up. And that last one, let's go up all the way. Hold right there. Now from here, you're gonna come back up. Stay. Now step your right foot up. So come into a nice lunge where your left heel is approximately over top of your butt. Your left heel is approximately under your left knee. Hips are still nice and square. Now from here, you're gonna reach those arms right on up. Bring your palms to face down and then pull back in. So pressure through your left heel the whole time, reaching palms down. Pull away, go for 6. And in, go for 5. Reach, stay tight around your center, in. 4 more. And in, 3 more. Reach. And in, keep pressure through that left heel. And last one, reach. Hold in, stay there, step your right foot in. Reach it back, step that right foot in. And back, go for 6. Keep those ribs nice and tight. In and back. Last 3. Last 2. In and back. Ready? Last one. In. Reach out. Now go in. Stay right there. So let's go. If you feel it, you're gonna reach up and down. Exhale, press. Reach and down. Pressing through your left heel. So it's mostly left. Loop light on your right toes. 5. Control. Exhale. 4. Control. Exhale. And down. Last 2. And down. Last 1. Up. Pulling down and then got a little shake. Spin around. It's the same on the other side. So feet about that nice hip distance. We're going to start with those same squats with both legs moving. We're going to bend our arms in this way. This time as we stand up, we're just going to go here. Inhale down, exhale up. So thinking core again. Feeling your ribs stay tight around your center. 4. 3, abs deepen up. 2, abs deepen up. Last 1, abs deepen up. Down, stay here, go up to me. Down 2, 2, down 2. Even weight, let's do 5. And hold, exhale. 3, exhale. 2, exhale. 1, come all the way up, take a breath. Back down, stay. Press through your right heel, right big toe, kick your left knee out. Holding when you're there. So you're gonna reach those arms right up and bring them back. Exhale, let's reach straight up and bring them back. So constant pressure through your right heel. Reach and back. Exhale, reach and go for 4. Control, control. 3 more. And in. The last 2, reach. And in. The last one, let's reach. Come back in. Stay with those arms behind you. Now from here, you're going to bend your elbows in with your leg. In with your leg. Take it back. Exhale. In and back. 5 more. Constant pressure for that right heel and right big toe. And good. 4, 3, nice long wrists. 2, last 1. In, exhale, step in, stay here. You're ready, you're gonna stand up. Pull it in, exhale, right up. Most of your weight in that right heel. Go 6. Reach and back. 5 more. Keep those ribs tight around your center. Don't let them lift with those arms. 4 and in. 3 more. And in. Last 2. And in. Last 1. Let's go. Hold down. Send those arms. Okay. And then let's finish in a little turnout. Do one last little step and then do a little stretch. Okay, bend those elbows 90 degrees again. Okay, so you're gonna come down into that little plie. Upper body straight, down, ribs are tight around your center, shoulders away from your ears. Now arms are gonna go out, and then you're gonna go for a twist. So just stay low. In, go for 6, just like that. And out, 5 more. In, really reach. Pull those elbows in. Really reach, you got it. Move these arms. 2. Last 1. In, reaching out, pull them in, stay. Now lift your right heel. Drop it down. Lift your left. Pelvis stays nice and even. Right up. And down. Let's go left. Up. And down. Up. And down. Up. Good job. One more right. Up. And down. One more left. Up. And down. Now stand all the way up with those arms. In. Exhale. Up. Pressing through those heels. In. Go 6. Hold back. Go for 5. Reach without letting those shoulders lift. 4. 3, last 2, and in last 1, all the way, give it a shoulder roll out. And then you just come to the back of your mat, or one edge of your mat. Stand real nice and tall, top of your head reaching up, heels pressing down, and then just roll down as if you're standing against the wall and you're just sliding off the wall, 1 vertebra at a time. When you're down at your lowest point there, just put your head a little rock back and forth, those shoulders a little roll out. Press each one of your toes into the mat, and then let's walk our hands up. We're gonna go right, left, and then just lift that tail way up, come into a downward dog. So heels lift, tail lifts, and then press those heels down. Then again, heels lift, drop them down, and then walk those feet out. So one heel drops, the other leg bends. And lift that right leg up towards the ceiling and pull it in. So you're going to put into a nice big lunge. Lunge, not a lunge. Stay when you're there. So just let that left hip flexor have a little bit of a stretch out. You can your arms down, whatever feels good. Nice couple of breaths there. You drop your knee down. There. And then pop your left hand down, reach that right up to the ceiling. Have a nice little twist out there. Nice big breath. A little higher. And then pop that right knee down on the mat into the little hip stretch there. Perfect. There. And then walk those hands back and curl your left toes under, stretch your right foot back. Step back, that downward dog again. And then lift your left knee up to the ceiling, pull it in. Taking that little lunge. That's good. You can just go right into it. And then step your right hand down and left one to go up to the ceiling, just on the nice twist as far as it feels good. Those left fingertips reaching up, right fingertips reaching down for that big stretch across your chest and your collarbones. And then pop that hand down, pop your left knee down. When you're ready, curl those right toes back under, left toes back under. Feet go right back. That downward dog, and then you can just walk those hands to here. Beautiful. Take a nice breath down there and roll yourself all the way. Nice work, guys. Good? Ooh,
Good job, guys. Thanks for coming. I can't even see who's here, but thank you. I'll see you soon. How do I end it?